Hey everyone, I'm Darkwater, and welcome back to Factorio. I am, as always, doing the Lazy Bastard achievement. And last time I put some more miners in the iron and copper smelting areas. Not a ton, but more than there were before. And I set up a couple more assembly machines. Well, at least one more. And I got the copper going over here correctly so that the circuit would be actually automated now. And at the end of the last video, I was just starting up trying to set up the beginning research. It's about time. So let me try to figure this out. That there. I like doing this by twos. I like it better when it's more even like that. And this can be expanded more downward if I need it to. Well, assuming I have the resources. But yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this placed. And I also talked about maybe remaking this area so that it's more efficient. But that's kind of difficult at this point. Just because, well, I don't know if I have enough, resources to, to be on standby while I try to remake everything. And I'd really feel better if it was more efficient. It kind of kills me that it's just all haphazard like that, but right now there's not a ton that I can do about it. It's one of the problems with setting things up as you need it instead of making it efficient as it should be. But I have a lot of inexperience in that area anyway. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with trying to make things, more efficient in here. All I really know is underground belts make things on the... Like, if you see gaps on a belt, I know that putting down underground belts will help eliminate those gaps. They'll just smash the things together. Put this down here so I can see. So I can see where it's supposed to end. Alright. So that has to go there. I'll probably just end up putting this way. Alright. Oh, yeah. Underground belt. It's too bad I can't make it longer, but when I research the next tier of logistics, it'll be able to go a little bit farther than that. Because the first tier of belts, underground belts, can only go 5 across. Yeah. And that second tier goes 7, I think. And I think the third tier goes 9. I haven't actually made it to the third tier yet when I've played it just in a normal game. So I don't know too much about it. I just know that the second tier can go a bit farther. I really want to make it like this, though. A bit more. Yeah, I might as well just do this. Have it feed on the belt this way, because I already have this area set up where it kind of has to be just a plain belt. I don't want to, mess up these areas with the... Or what I could do is... I mean, it's fine the way it is, but Another thing I could have done was just reverse the belt direction, go up here, and then, you know, go right on here. I would actually use less items to do that. Maybe I'll do that. Do it that way. Doesn't take a lot to reverse the belt. Just one button, actually. Now it's all going up. Okay. And this just needs a couple more belts to go like that. See, that's much better. Rather than forcing it to go down that way. I mean, it was really... Bleh. You talk. It originally was pointing downward, but going downward to get onto this area of the belt is a longer distance than just going up this way, so this is better this way. Alright, I need 3 more labs. And to make more labs I need... Let's see. This is not automated, so I need more iron gear wheels for this. I really need to overhaul this area with all this stuff here. How many gears do I need? A lot, I guess. And I just need one more. Give me one more lab. Alright. Yeah, I was talking about maybe about the time I have to do green science. Maybe I'll overhaul it. Because I don't really need to overhaul it right now. Eventually I probably should. Just to make it more efficient. More efficient just means like less wasted space, less wasted resources, that kind of thing. Should really be thinking about that. I kind of wish I could make a model of, like a non-destructive model of trying to plan out the efficiency of this, but to really just, even to plan it out, to get it done, I would need to remove everything that's here. Just to even plan out what I need to be done. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I say that, but it's not really true. Because what I could do is... I mean, there's tons of empty space right up here that I could use to plan out... Maybe I'll do that. Not this time, but maybe next time. I could plan out a much more efficient way of doing things, because I could just reverse these belts to go up instead of down when I have everything set up to be made. Yeah, I could do that actually. That's something to think about. Let's see. ED powered, so... Alright. Oh, I need, shoot. Need to connect this to the existing power lines. That'll make it work better. Alright. I can power 3 of these at a time. Okay, that's kind of a messed up power thing, but I'll be able to make it a little bit better. Once I have the upgraded power lines, the medium power lines. These are just small power poles. Once I get the medium ones, they'll cover a much bigger area, and then I can use less of them overall. Alright, I got research going. Cool. Finally, I have automated research. It's very, very cool. So now I'll just keep picking the stuff for red research. Green research is gonna come up pretty soon, though. Need to do that. Oh, yeah, I could use light. Let's see. Okay, if this was going to... If I was going to have this go out this way... Go this way. Let's see. I would want this to... Yeah, why not? Let's have two different lines of this going. Our research is going really fast. Let's see. Alright, so if I... It's really not a whole lot of research that only needs red. It's just the beginning. Might have to start doing the overhauls sooner than I thought. Because green, I'm going to need green science pretty quickly. Going by how quickly this red science is being researched. Alright, so I'm going to have... Let's see if I can do this correctly. Well, I mean, there's no really correct thing, but I can do this right. Right as in more efficient. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly how a main belt is supposed to go. I only tried doing it once in just like a test world. But I don't remember offhand what a main belt would really look like. All I can think of is just have this, you know, single belt going up that way. Clear away some of this wood. Let's see. And the way they usually have you... The way I've seen it before, people do it in their videos, was using splitters to like kind of have a part of them. They would have a splitter whenever they want to make something. They would have a splitter go off into a certain direction. And you can't see me, but I'm using my hands to illustrate the point, which you can't see. But I'm just trying to say that, well, it would be easier to show, I guess, rather than just tell. I need more splitters, though, to even try to model this out. Splitters. Alright. Pulls up here. So if I wanted to make... So this is going to be iron plates going up here. So if I wanted to make this... So I would just have this... This would be like the main line belt going up with hopefully tons of iron plates going up here. I think what they would do is have some of these over here. And let's see, 2, 3. If I wanted to have belts in the middle, I think this is the way I saw it before. I'm not sure, but like these would all be, you know, like iron gear wheels, and this would, let's see, you would have this here. No, here. And then that's there. I have to do 6. It's hard to just, I mean, I want to do it by 5, because 5 seems like a good, you know, nice round number to me, but if you really just want to double these up, you would have to go by 2s, basically, to make them most efficient. Which I guess really shouldn't be a problem, but I don't know, I'm just kind of resistant to it a little bit. So this is what I imagine you're supposed to do, or what would make this more efficient, is to just like have this offshoot area, as, you know, making, like all these machines would make the iron gear wheels, and put all of them onto this middle belt here. And then this would go off into, you know, somewhere else, some other area where you need the iron gear wheels to make stuff. I think this is how I saw it before. I don't know. I mean, I said before that I was just going to do it the way that I wanted to do it, and not try to copy someone else's style or whatever, but maybe I should just look up different ways to do belts, or, you know, more efficient ways to set this stuff up, because I know I don't know the best way to do anything here, so I should probably not like copy somebody else, but just see how somebody else has done something, or look at a few people to see how they've done it, and oh, this is, what am I doing? It's facing the wrong way. There we go. So now this, yep, more research. Okay, that would go there. And this goes here. And like the main belt would be just going straight up this way. And from what I understand, you would have little offshoots like this go off of the main belt, where all of these would be here exclusively to make, you know, the iron gear wheels, let's say. And then you would have the lines of, you would have a splitter split off the iron plates, which would go around here, and eventually feed back into the main line. I think that's how I've seen it done before. Let's see. You know, the problem is, for me, like, what do I do after that? Like, how do I use the iron gear wheels that I make? Yeah, they go onto this little belt here, but then there's so many other things that need an iron gear wheel. And then, you know, other things need... you know, some things need an iron gear wheel and iron plate, like the transport belts. They need iron gear wheels and iron plates. So at some point I need to combine those two things. That's the part I'm currently having trouble with, just trying to figure out... Okay, I've got this part where I have this simple thing that just needs, you know, one ingredient to make it, like the iron gear wheels. All it needs is iron plate. But what do I do to make the more advanced things, like the iron gear wheel and the iron plate? You know, how do I split that off and start making that efficiently? That's the part I'm getting stuck on. Just like the second step after that. And I can't think of anything else that really requires just one ingredient like that. Maybe the firearm magazine, that needs just the iron plate, but most everything else needs more than one ingredient. I mean, pipes need just one ingredient. Just the standard pipe. But most of the things need more than one. So I just have a question about that, you know? I kind of wish I knew somebody that played this and could kind of help me out with some of this stuff. Even though I kind of want to do it my own way too, but I'm sure there are ways to make this much better. You know, make it easier on myself somehow. So I've got the iron gear wheel, and then... well, that's it. That's all I can do with just the red research. Now I need to start doing green research, and that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I guess I'm going to have to figure this out sooner than I thought. Right now, all those things down there are making things that I need them to make, so... let's see. I could just put some more miners down while I think about it. I know I can pair off... It's weird, because I'm trying to think about what to do, but to really figure it out, I kind of need to... like, be up there and plan it out, you know, too. It's kind of difficult just to think about it rather than actually putting stuff down to see how it'll work. What am I doing? I need to do that. Ghost image. Shut up. Okay. Need to move this to here. Alright. And this, ground belt. I probably don't need one for that. Stop it. Alright. Got more of that going. I could plug in one more miner over here. which I might do. Yeah, let me put one more miner over there. Or two more, I don't know how many it's going to take, but just want to finish up that iron area right there. I might actually have to start doing some planning off screen, you know, to plan out that stuff. I figured I was just going to try to do things like to try to show my entire process here, but I don't know, trying to plan out this main belt thing and figure out how all that's going to go. I have no idea how long that's going to take, and I'm thinking maybe I should just do that part off screen where I'm pairing stuff off. And I already showed you like the kind of things I was thinking of getting this thing planned out this way, but I might have to I might have to watch some other people's videos and see how they do it and try to incorporate it into what I'm trying to do. Just see how that works, I guess. Because it's going to take a lot of planning and a lot of just running around and putting things down to try to figure out the best way to put the stuff down. Because I don't want to actually put things down, then have to rip them up later. Like this whole area, I'm going to have to take all of this stuff out eventually. Once I have stuff properly planned out up there. And being that this is a Lazy Bastard achievement run, I'm going to need to put out a lot more of these assembly machines than I normally would in a normal game, because I can't craft anything by hand. So everything that I need to be crafted is going to have to be crafted, you know, by assembly machines. So I'm going to need a ton more than you would usually need at this point. So I'm basically going to have to allow for just about every single item to be made. Like, I need an assembly machine just to make the little metal sticks, the iron sticks that you need to make iron axes and stuff. And steel axes if I want to upgrade it. And I need that for the lamps too. I need iron sticks for that. So that's another thing we're going to have to use to just go off in one direction and have the plates feed back into the main line like that. That's just another thing we're going to need to get over here. That's just going to take time, a lot of time. I don't really want to spend the videos just doing nothing but planning, you know. I want to actually do some stuff out here to get things done, placing stuff. So I might actually start doing that stuff off screen. I hope you guys don't mind that. If you have any advice or you know, opinions or anything about how to set this stuff up, let me know. So I would be happy to hear some kind of a feedback for that. Yeah, I don't need one there. But right here, that one is not being used at all, so it's gonna be mixed. Don't want mixed stuff to be mined. Let's see, put you out here. I'm gonna have to start having this go up. Yeah, I have tons of, like, you don't really need copper plate as much in the beginning, or, you know, copper ore. You don't need a ton of it, so that's why this is, you know, backing up so much. Oh, shoot, I have this. Yeah. That's in a mixed area. That's not going to work. Are you? Stop it. Stop it. I want this off. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. That'll just do copper, which is what I need. Alright. Now I need a power pole down here. There we go. And another power pole here, I guess, to power this. Alright. Well, everything over here is powered now. Got tons of copper plate going, about as much as I can get. So that's about as much as I need for that. I could always use more iron ore, but that's all that's here in this little area. I've got as much of this covered as I can do without mixing it in with the stone. And that's totally full, and that's totally full, and that belt is full. I could probably just keep that down there because I really don't need stone furnaces for that much right now. Guess I could just start by taking this up. I mean, I don't need to make any more labs right now. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to start planning stuff out to make this stuff actually be the way that it should go, as in, you know, more efficient than my little haphazard thing down there, because the way things are going to have to be later on, like I can, if this was already up, I could expand this outward this way if I really needed to. So it's upgradable, you know, it's scalable. Up here, down there is not scalable. This is scalable. This I can keep going up and down and whatever for as long as I need to go. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to, I'm gonna do this stuff, some of that stuff off screen, and then when I come back, I'm gonna show you what I did, and you can kind of see the beginnings of it right here, is what I plan to do. So hopefully when I get back, I will have more of the stuff at least planned out, if not already set up. And then I'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching, thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.